While the altcoin market and Bitcoin are busy consolidating, we have been making a killing with meme coins. Yes guys, in the last few days we have got 20x on IKUN, 18x on Priceless, 77x on Circle, 6x on HOSICO, and 139x on KORI. So if you're also looking to trench really hard and make these type of returns, then this video is going to be very beneficial for you all, because I am going to show you how you can front run the next coming narrative. If you're still buying Bonk ecosystem coins, because a lot of people are right now talking about it, guys, you might be very late already. So this is going to be very alpha packed for you all, and that is why if you enjoy this type of content, then make sure guys that you drop a like and also smash that subscribe button. And now guys, let's get right into it.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself.
So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me yet again. First off, let's quickly have a look at the chart of Bitcoin. Right here, I have a few polylines, which are basically the pathways that the price action on Bitcoin can actually follow. Right here, you can see very clearly guys that all I'm looking for right now is a new all-time high for Bitcoin. All of my bullish as well as bearish case scenarios are pointing towards a break of a new all-time high. So to give you a perspective, that would basically mean that for the macro environment for meme coins, we are still in a very good environment, and that would mean that we could be still expecting higher prices on our meme coin plays. Alright, a detailed analysis about Bitcoin's price action on the shorter time frame is already shared inside Karoshi's private. If you're willing to trade with me, get my Bitcoin setups as well, because I went long right around here in this region and my take profit target is right around here itself, as I mentioned. Then if you're interested in these type of setups, click the link in the description section below guys, because the introductory prices have already expired, and if you really want to get in, then this is going to be the right time. Otherwise, the prices are going to keep on increasing every single week. So make sure that you click the link in the description section below. Now guys, moving on to the meme coin plays. But before I do that guys, I want to share a few things with you all. First off guys, what is going on right now? A lot of people think that this is the bonk meta. Yes, of course it is. Because for 3 consecutive days guys, we have seen bonk ecosystem capturing more mindshare than PumpFun tokens. Alright, and right now we are also witnessing a sudden shift into the market sentiment for diligence, because PumpFun token launch is going to come, and with all of the metrics, on-chain metrics going all the way down for PumpFun, it becomes very skeptical for a lot of investors to choose whether they should be getting into the PumpFun sale or they should just skip on it. In my personal opinion, I'm going to definitely skip on it, because I don't believe that PumpFun really needs $1 billion at the moment to do a public sale. They already got more than $1 billion in just revenue that they collected from all of us basically trenching and degening in the Solana meme coin sector. Alright, now apart from that, everything that is coming out of Bonk is going higher. We are getting a lot of these coins getting bonded, but the problem here is that once the useless coin, the leader, actually starts to retrace, that is when the tides are going to shift. And I can already sense the next big narrative. Alright, if it is not from a completely different trend, I believe that JupStudio meme coins are going to be the next big runners, and I'm going to discuss my favorite plays from the Jup ecosystem, as well as I'm going to share a few plays from the Bonk ecosystem that I yet to run, and also I'll give you updates on the Bonk ecosystem plays that have already seen significant growth, because we were able to call quite a lot of them at absolutely tiny prices, which is what you are here for. Alright, so let's get right into the updates first, and then I will show you my picks. Alright, so coming back to the screens right here, you can see we have IKUN. This one was shared on this channel for absolutely free right here at around $1.6 million market cap. You can go back and check my videos. If you're watching all of them, then definitely you should be making money by now. This did a 20.6x. Alright, it hit 34.45 million. And I think guys that IKUN still has more lore and more potential compared to HOSICO per se. Alright, so right here we can see we have a very strong zone of support, which is your previous zone of resistance, your support resistance flip coming around $14.3 million. The problem here is if I get in at a 16 million or a $14 million market cap, what is the upside for me? Where will I be exiting? Because this is going to be really profitable for me, either if I enter with a massive size, and then again I do have the risk of price going all the way back down to these levels, which is going to be your next zone of support coming somewhere around here at $6.15 million. Or guys, if I do not enter with a high margin, then I have to look at this one going beyond $100 million market cap to say the least. Alright, so in my opinion, I have already seen this play out in my favor. We have got a nice 20x on this one, so I'm not really keen to get another bag right here. And I do have a very small bag from my initial entry of 1.6 million, which I am going to hold for a longer period of time. Like already I have made profits on this one, so I can hold a moon bag on this one. And if you haven't watched my previous video, guys, then make sure that you do so. This is where I explain in detail when you should be leaving a moon bag and a whole lot more, guys. That is your meme coin 101 video. Make sure that you watch the previous video, the last one that I did before this one. That is the most important video on this channel by far if you're basically trading into meme coins. Alright, moving on to the next play. Next up, guys, we have HOSICO, and as I mentioned earlier as well, I don't really like the meme. It's just a cat. I don't know what the lore behind this one is, but still I gave you an entry right here at around 13.47 million. It ran up all the way to 76.4 million, which was a nice 5.8x. Now price is retracing back down. We have some support at 45.4 million. If this breaks, we have another support around 34 million, and then we have the final zone of support, which if we actually get into this region between 16 million and 22 million dollars, the possibilities of a longer sideways consolidation, something like this, is going to increase quite a lot. We cannot be expecting something like this to happen and then we shoot back up towards the upside. So that is one thing that you should keep in mind. If we go all the way right around here, a lot of interest is going to shift out from HOSICO. So if it has to bounce, it has to bounce from here or from here, and that also will be confirmed only when we break above this resistance box that we have right now, which is a previous zone of resistance, as you can see, and this region is between 56 million and 60 million dollars. If you ask me, I am already completely out from HOSICO, so I'm not going to be buying back again until and unless I basically get some interest in this region with volume picking up and I have more confluence, narrative based confluences as well. Then I might just enter it right here again, but I will mention it inside Kuroshi's private if I do so. Otherwise, I am going to skip out on HOSICO. Again, guys, once you have been paid handsomely from a coin, it is fine, guys. You don't really need to be marrying your bags. All right, just exit and move on to the next one. There will always be a better play. There will always be a next play. All right, moving on to the next update, and that is going to be KORI. Now, this one was shared inside Diligence or Kuroshi's private right here at $180,000 market cap on the day of launch itself. And recently it did a massive move to $25.48 million market cap, which is a nice 139.7x for our private members. And these are the type of calls, guys, that can basically change your perspective as to how you are looking at these meme coins, and your portfolio can basically transform in just one single day. All right, now if you're talking about a re-entry or something like that, then I would suggest, guys, that you wait for this entry zone right around here, maybe in this region, or maybe we come back all the way right around here. So this is going to be a very crucial zone of interest for KORI, 6.4 million and $8.6 million. I would say, guys, that because we have already seen a very big move up in the recent few days, which you can see right around here. Let me just quickly show that to you. So from here onwards, we have seen a very nice 7x move. After that, guys, you would always expect a big retrace, and that is why price coming back into this region is going to be very important. And also, guys, it is very likely that we are going to spend a little bit time in this region and not just tap support and just shoot back towards the upside. So this is one thing that you should keep in mind, guys. All of these coins that are on bonk, which are now retracing after massive moves, 7x, 10x, 20x moves towards the upside, they will need a little bit time to get new holders, new buyers, while the ones who actually entered very early, as we mentioned, as we did, are going to exit. All right, so that is one thing that you should keep in mind, and that is why I am going to keep this one on my watch list for sure. I think among IKUN, KORI and HOSICO, I would choose KORI any day. All right, so KORI becomes my highest conviction between these three, and then I have IKUN, and then I have HOSICO. All right. Moving on to the final update, guys. This is a play that I shared for free on X. So if you have not followed me on X, guys, I don't know what you guys are doing, because I did share this on X for absolutely free on 23rd of June. And at that time, the price was sitting at $288,000 market cap. I gave you this yellow box for interest, and that was at $180,000 and a $310,000 market cap. After that, guys, you can very clearly see what happened on the chart. We had a massive short squeeze, you can call it, all the way to $15.5 million. That was a 77x, guys. Again, I'm out of circle right now, but if it has to bounce, you can be looking at a short-term trade right here, because this is going to be a nice support resistance flip from your previous highs right here in this region. So if price bounces in this region, you can expect a little bit of a bounce in this region somewhere around here, and then we might see price coming back all the way down here and eventually consolidating once again. That is the most likely possibility right now for circle, and that is why I don't hold circle anymore. And if you're wondering how could you have actually sold the absolute top, so let me just quickly shift it to the 5-minute time frame, and then you will see that this move actually happened in real time. It was not just a big wick on a single minute chart and then it came back all the way down. So you can see price did stay in this region for quite a while, and if you are inside Kuroshi's private, you are talking with all of these other members who are always looking at these charts. So maybe if I miss, maybe if you miss, somebody from the community is going to tell you that, you are seeing a massive move up on circle. So something like this is also a very big benefit of being in a private community like Kuroshi's private. Alright, now again, as I mentioned, I am out of circle, but if you have followed me on X, you could have basically gotten this trade right around here on 23rd of June itself. The proof is right here in front of you. Now guys, moving on to the plays that haven't yet pumped from the Bonk ecosystem, and also a few plays from the Jupiter ecosystem, because I believe that the mindshare is going to shift from Bonk to Jupiter. Because if you see right around here, this is day 3 of BonkFun outperforming Pump.fun in market share and volume, and also the gap between number of traders is also getting short, and also the gap between the number of traders on BonkFun and on PumpFun is also getting short. Alright, so right now we have 50% market share for Let's Bonk and 36% market share with PumpFun, and JupStudio is currently sitting at just 4.74%, guys. This is going to be insane. Once you actually see Jup ecosystem coins performing well, which basically requires just one single runner running into $100 million market cap, you are going to see a flywheel of other tokens also trying to catch up from the Jupiter ecosystem. Alright, so that is why I'm going to discuss a few plays from JupStudio as well. So first off, let's just discuss a few plays from Bonk, and the first one is going to be this right here. It is useless. Alright, a lot of people have been in this one since right around here, since right around here. Maybe somebody bought the top right here as well. But again, guys, you can see I have basically marked off a few key levels. And this is very important, guys, because this is going to be your trend support, the current trend. All right, this is exactly where we bounced off from. And then we have the key support where whales are watching. So a lot of whales with hundreds and thousands of dollars are waiting to buy useless coin in this region between $109 and $129 million market cap. If price comes into this region, we might see a little bit of a consolidation, which would look like something like this. Price comes here, comes back up, gets rejected in this region, comes back down here one more time, creates a higher low maybe, and then we see a move back up. So this is quite likely a possibility if the trend has to basically continue. All right. Otherwise, it is also possible in a normal scenario that price comes back all the way right around here at $70 million market cap. But if we come all the way down here to $42 million market cap, my last zone of support for useless, the possibilities for a strong bounce up is going to reduce significantly, and then we are looking for a longer chop period for useless as well. And why am I actually telling you about useless? I'm not going to tell you that you buy useless at $261 million market cap, even if it is going all the way to $1 billion market cap or something like that. The reason why I am showing you useless is because of the fact that once useless starts to basically correct towards the downside, that is when you have to realize that Bonk ecosystem is also going to get a chance for a possible breather, which would mean a lot of these Bonk ecosystem plays are going to come back down and retrace and possibly consolidate for a little period of time, to say the least. And that is exactly when you would be getting a mini JupStudio season, in my opinion. That is what I believe is very, very likely. All right. So that is why keep an eye out on the useless chart as well. If price basically creates another lower low right here, because we already have a lower low in this region, we already have a lower high. So if we create one more lower low, that is going to be a very nice signal, guys, that a lot of attention is going to shift to JupStudio. All right. Now, one play that I need to mention from the Bonk ecosystem is going to be this. This is bag, and the ticker is basically an emoji of bag itself. And the market cap currently is $385,000. This is again in zone of my support box right around here. But right now we are breaking below this support zone, which you can see right around here. All right, so possibly guys, what you should be looking out for in this region is a reclamation of this support one more time, because we have deviated quite a lot in the past as well. So if we basically are able to come back up, that is going to be a good signal that this might be looking for more upside. Otherwise guys, it is possible that price comes back to the 955 Fibonacci level at $206,000 market cap. Your first target would be right here at $2.1 million. Again guys, this is not financial advice, and because of the fact that I already believe that it is getting a little late to get into the bonk ecosystem plays, I really do not want to suggest to you anything, and do not consider this to be financial advice. Whatever gains we have made is now a thing of the past. All right, you cannot be just looking at a meme coin play and think that, because Circle did a 77x, this is also going to do a 77x. While it is completely possible, but it is not guaranteed guys, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you my plays, my speculation, my probabilities, and my opinion on the chart. All right, moving on to the next play which I'm currently watching is going to be Gib on bonk again. So this one guys, you can see we have a very nice rounded bottom structure in this region. So if price bounces off in this region around $2 million market cap, I am expecting price to come back up, reclaim this trendline support at around 5.7 million, and then we might see a move up all the way to 10.4 million, come back down for a possible retest around 6.5 million, and then we might see a move back up. The reason why I'm sharing this one is because this meme is really good. But again guys, if you watched my previous video, then you must have already seen one very key factor about trading meme coins, and that was the obvious meme coins do not run. And honestly guys, Gib looks like an obvious runner to me. Right, but again guys, you do you check the chart out, you figure out for yourself. If you get some confluences, you can enter this one as well if you wish. All right, now guys, that is basically all. We also have a knob, but I'm not going to discuss that one right here on this video. But again guys, these are the plays right now that I am currently watching on bonk ecosystem. All of the other ones have already pumped quite a lot, and I'm expecting some sort of a retrace. But the hidden gem, the hidden sauce is from the Jupiter ecosystem. So let's just discuss those plays. I have 4 plays for you all, which I've already mentioned, I guess, on this channel. But again, right now I can give you an update on the price action as well. So the first one is definitely going to be my favorite from Jupiter ecosystem, and that is priceless. All right, this is a direct competition to useless. All right, the biggest token right now on Jupiter is Uranus, but Uranus is not something that you can consider to be the face of a launchpad, while priceless, I believe, is definitely going to become something like that. All right, so right here you can see I gave you an entry in this region around $374,000 market cap. This was, I guess, shared inside Karoshi's private, but when I shared it with you all, it was sitting right around here at $1.2 million market cap. I shared it with you on the launch day itself. From that price point as well guys, we have seen a nice move up, which is close to a 5.7x. For Karoshi's private members, we have seen a nice 17x on this one, even bigger than that, yeah, 21x. All right, so now what are we looking at? We are looking at a possible support zone coming around $3.5 million. I think that there is a very high likelihood that we are going to be targeting the highs one more time at least, and then we might get into some sort of a correction. So that is what I believe is going to happen on priceless. I have already made a killing on this one, and I am still holding a significant bag of priceless. 40% of my position is still in from these entries right around here at around $300,000 and $600,000 market cap. Right, I believe this can go higher, but guys, if price comes back down and takes out this low right here, which is sitting around $2.8 million, then guys, it is possible that we might be looking at the wrong play altogether. All right, so this is something that you need to really keep in mind and adapt to the situation and play the narrative as and how the charts play out for you all. All right, so if you want updates, regular updates on these kind of plays, Karoshi's private is the place to be. All right, now moving on to the next play, which I am very, very bullish on yet again, is going to be 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗕. And I shared this 20 hours ago. I shared that, price is going to do something like this. We are going to $850,000 to $900,000 market cap right around here. And then just a few hours later, we basically almost touched $1 million market cap. And the initial entry from Karoshi's private was at $149,000. Coming back to the chart right around here, you can see we are still bouncing off very nicely. All right, we have got a 6.4x for the KORI's private members. Right now we are looking at more higher prices in my opinion. We have a clean break of structure, a very nice rounded formation of a cup and handle as well. So I'm looking for higher prices on this one, but again guys, this is a free bag for me right now. If you're looking for an entry on this one, I would suggest that you can basically draw a box in this region. This is going to be a strong zone of support between $480,000 and $570,000 market cap. This is where you can basically look to get into 𝗕𝗪𝗧𝗧, and this is another very good community, a CTO indeed, which I think can be doing pretty well. If price comes back down into this region, gets rejected from this trend line once, that is your signal to basically exit. Alright, so you have your invalidation towards the downside, you have your interest zone where you can enter, and then you are looking for new highs for potential take profit targets. And a lot of people have asked me that am I actually sharing these take profit targets, stop loss levels, as well as entry levels inside KORI's private? Yes guys, you get every single thing. You will get the take profit targets, you will get regular updates, you will get a stop loss level also for meme coins. So if you're interested, the link is given in the description section below. As I already mentioned, the prices have increased a little bit, an extra $20 on the monthly payment, but the yearly payment plan is still the same. So make sure that you check it out because the prices are now going to increase every single week as the introductory prices have already expired. Link is given in the description section below. Now guys, moving on to the next play, we have KORI. Now again guys, if you have watched my videos, then definitely you must have entered in this region because I gave you these two entry zones when price was trading somewhere around here. I mentioned very clearly that it is very likely that we are going to break down from this triangle. While a lot of people would be looking for a breakout towards the upside, I was very clear with my words in that video itself that we are looking for a move towards the downside. All right, and we are looking for a move towards the downside into this region, which is $792,000 market cap and 1.12 million, and this is exactly where we bounced off from. I don't know guys where you will be getting something like this, high precision technical analysis on meme coins. All right, now price is basically confirming support above previous zone of resistance, and this is a very good signal for me. I believe KORI can still see a massive move towards the upside. Now again guys, for the sake of it, let me just quickly give you a take profit target on this one, which is currently sitting at 2.24 million. So from my entry given right here on the YouTube channel for absolutely free at $800,000 all the way to 2.24 million, it is going to be almost close to a 3x, or rather 2.8x to be precise. All right, and finally guys, moving on to the last play, which I still believe can make a massive comeback, it is going to be 𝗕𝗙𝗪𝗏. As I mentioned in the previous video itself, that this is the OG JupStudio meme coin. This is the first one. This is the first one to actually launch, and this was launched by the Jupiter team itself. This was a test token, and right now price is consolidating between my zones of interest, $2 million and $3.2 million. Once price breaks this region of resistance at $3.2 million, we are looking for higher prices all the way to $8 million. In my opinion, this could be a very simple trade and a very certain trade in my opinion. So make sure that you check this one out as well if you wish. And again guys, if you're willing to join me inside KORI's private, the link is given in the description section below, or you can just visit 𝗕𝗪𝗏.fun. Apart from that, make sure that you follow me on X because a lot of information is being shared on my X handle at 0xKORI for absolutely free. So make sure that you check this out and follow me on X. Apart from that guys, this was basically all from this video. If you enjoyed watching it, then make sure that you drop a like and also smash that subscribe button and ring the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all guys, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep hustling.
Slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.